Hello friends, so today we are going to discuss about laws of vector addition. In laws of vector addition we have three basic laws: triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition and polygon law of vector addition. Clear? So little bit we will revise some basics. Why we are discussing this, what was the importance of this one. Clear? So if you recall, we have said we have two types of the quantities: scalar quantity and a vector quantity. In scalar quantity we have said the basic laws of algebra is applicable. If two quantities are there, 2 and second quantity is 4, 2 plus 4 it is 6. We can add, we can subtract, we can multiply, we can divide two scalar quantities or more scalar quantities with the simple rules of the algebra. But we can't apply the simple laws of the algebra. In that case, we have to apply the vector laws of algebra. So in that respect, these three laws has been introduced to add two or more vectors. The first one is the triangle law of vector addition. Check out what it is. It states that if two vectors can be represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the triangle taken in the same order. What the meaning of same order? I will highlight. Then the resultant is represented completely by the third side of the triangle in the opposite order. Same order. Now what it is? Take any two vectors. Assume we have taken a vector A and vector B. Vector A is along x-axis and vector B is along any particular direction. If we have to apply the triangle of vector addition, what to do? Shift the vector A like this in the same direction. Shift the vector A in the same direction like this. Now shift the vector B in the same direction. Same direction means like this. But remember, the tail should coincide with the head of the vector A. Now it formed like this. What it mean? If you move from a tail of the first vector, you will able to continue move till the head of the vector B. So means it is representing the same order. It's the meaning of the same order. Two sides of triangle taken in the same order. There is no breakage. I will highlight the breakage point, but there is no breakage. So it is called as a same order. Then resultant will be in the opposite direction. So that means a resultant which I have presented here like a dotted form. So that will be in opposite form. Means arrow should be along this direction, because if your vectors are representing along the anti-clockwise, then this arrow will be clockwise. That's the mean of the resultant, and it helps us to calculate the resultant of the two vectors. Similarly, one may ask, is it possible that always we have to take this vector firstly? No, you can pick it as a first. Assume I have shift it here in figure 2. Then direction of the A vector is along this direction, so we have shift A vector here in the same order. Check out, we have start from the head tail of the vector B and we reach till vector A. So they are in same point. Now resultant, again shown in dotted form, should be in opposite direction. Your vector is moving in clockwise. Order is of clockwise. So resultant will be on the opposite direction. So that is representing the resultant of the two vectors. Now we can also highlight what is the disorder. What is mean of the in same order or the opposite order? What it means? Let's take an example. Pick a vector v. Pick a vector v. You can pick the vector v. I have draw here. This is the v vector. Like same. Now pick the vector a. Vector a is along this direction. So this. So head are head coinciding with both the vectors. Here you might create any resultant vector, but generally resultant vector is represented by the solid line. For the simplicity, I have highlighted the dotted line. Okay? Now, is it representing the triangle of vector addition? No, because once you are moving from this direction, at this point you can't move like this because now head is here. So that means this is not in a order. This is not in a order. That's why they are saying magnitude and direction of two sides of triangle taken in the same order. Taken in the same order. And resultant represented in the opposite direction. That help us to calculate the magnitude of the resultant vector. Clear? Hope you like the video or you understand the video. If you like the video, hit on the subscribe button and one like please. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.